Hello there, YouTubers. This is Gary Calder, KB8UGP in Shinston, West Virginia. I have a little receiver here that I've built out of scrap parts, out of radios and out of TV parts. This little Regen receiver has 3 stages to it. A pre-antenna amp, also a 1N34 diode regenerative section in it, and also an LM386 audio amp. The amplifier at the top of the receiver also here is made out of scrap parts. All the metal construction that you see in both of them come from scrap steel where I work at. Now the inside of the radio is mounted on a pine board. Most of the parts are also mounted on socket ends. But this little receiver, I use 3 different designs that I've pulled off the internet to build this receiver, and quite to my surprise, it was very, very accurate, very, very smooth in operation, and also very selective, and also has a real good reception. The parts that's in it, I used 2N2222 transistors and also an LM386 in the receiver itself. The dial is a pre-made dial that I laminated. This part of the dial right here is actually a compass face that I downloaded off the internet and glued it to a bottom of a can. Then I glued it to this dial. Then I polyurethaned everything on it and give it a very nice finish. Hopefully it will be a durable finish for many years to come. But I want you to listen to the receiver and how it works. And right now is contest time on 80 meters. Let's see if we can pick up a couple of stations here. This is the main tuning. This is the band spread. Right here is regen control, the RF gain control, the amplifier control. Then this goes into another amplifier which gives a little bit more audio. This is very suitable for headphones, quite loud to be exact. But here I'm going to try to tune in some signal sideband. There's a signal right there coming in on signal sideband. We are in the 75 meter band right now, receiving a contest that's going on. This is on a Sunday or a Saturday night. I get my days mixed up here. This is on a Saturday night about 9 o'clock p.m. Now, to show you a little bit more about the receiver, let's go to the CW portion. See if we can receive any CW. At one time, years ago, you'd have to fight for pole position just to be on CW. But after the internet, cell phones, video games, the wave amateur radio has just about died out. Now, I still operate QRPCW myself. But I hear no... I don't hear any CW right now. Maybe all up there contesting. There's some AMers. Let's get out of the regeneration there. We'll go up the band here where the broadcasting is. Right there, that sound right there is some kind of a video testing in the upper portion of the 75-meter band. Alright, let's go a little further here.
As she gets intentionally vomited on during swine performance. The only thing you can attribute this to is the open manifestation of demons compelling the perverted Lady Gaga to carry out this type of disgusting
right. But here's
behavior,
AM.
as she allowed another performer,
very selective right there.
and the music industry.
Let's go a little further.
World Band Radio from Okeechobee, Florida, broadcasting on 7.455 megahertz and 5.850 megahertz.
Just a little further here.
Sitting on his step, laughing, and I can't even remember. It wasn't the cow laughing.
Un genio tomó forma de mendigo y le dijo a un zapatero: hace tiempo que no como y estoy muy cansado, no tengo dinero.
That's Radio Cuba right there.
Arregles mis sandalias para poder caminar.
En cada rincón, en cada lugar, tiene algo que contar sobre la historia de nuestra patria, nuestra historia de Cuba y de Santiago como tal.
In the presence of evil spirit, I was in the psychiatric ward. But you can actually see.
Okay, let's turn the receiver around and look at some of the inside parts of it. By the way, I'm running it off a 6-volt lantern battery. Right here is the tuning coil. Let's see if we can get a little bit more light on it there. Right here is the tuning coil, the tuning condenser, the antenna binding post. Then back here we have two transistors back here, which is the 2N2222 NPN transistors. And over here we have the board which the LM386 amplifier is mounted on. All these components here come out of scraps, all radios. And like I said, the board here is an old pine board mounted on there. So that's what you can do with scrap parts. And oh, by the way, up here's the other amplifier, which I use for testing purposes only, and also for on this kind of rig. Well, that concludes this part of the portion. of this little demonstration on this receiver. See you next time, KB8UGP, Gary in Shinston, West Virginia. So long.